One decision can affect every day of the rest of your life. Choosing who you will marry will either become one of the greatest blessings or one of your greatest regrets. So how do you know you found the right person? Let's talk about it. To determine if you should be dating someone or looking to get married, we have to look at what's marriage. It's a commitment to someone for the rest of your life, a covenant between you and God and the person that you love. For better or worse, richer or poor, sickness and in health, the mountaintop experiences and all the valleys of life. And trust me, you're going to see valleys, you're going to see storms. But that is what marriage is. It is a commitment, not a feeling. At the end of this video, I'm going to link two very important videos that I want you to watch. Please. One is on keeping the passion alive in your marriage. It's keys and highlights from a book called The 10-Second Kiss that I read, and I just thought that it was a really good read, and it had some really beneficial information for those who are married. And number two, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Excellent book. Please, again, highlights from the book. Both of them have key information on creating a lasting bond with the person that you care about and love. So that's my one little quick snippet. So let's first address the qualities that move us to be with somebody. There's chemistry and there's compatibility. Chemistry is the immediate emotion or physical connection that you have with somebody. Laughter, conversation, the way they look, something chemically inside you just says, oh my gosh, this girl or this guy is driving me crazy. Their eyes, the way they smell, the way you talk to them, and how they make you feel inside. Some people say it might even have something to do with pheromones. I have no idea. But I've been there. I've done that. I've experienced it. It's real. It's that chemical attraction. You could actually be with a beautiful girl that some people would say is a 10, and you're with her and there's nothing. There's no attraction. You think she's pretty, but there's just nothing there. But then you're with another girl that's maybe a quote 7 or a 6, and there's just something about her. The way her eyes look, the way she smiles, the way she makes you feel when you're with her, and you just light up. That's chemistry. So there's the chemistry side of things, which everybody wants and usually is the initial attraction. And then there's the compatibility side. Are we aligned with the same objectives in life? When to have kids, how to raise them, our spiritual views, our political views. What type of lifestyle do we live? What are our convictions in life? How do we handle conflict together? When things go wrong, how do you respond to each other through that challenge? Essentially, your worldview. These are all huge issues. And compatibility is essential for a lasting relationship. You've got tons of people out there that have chemical attraction. But guess what? None of them are still married. Their marriages all end in divorce. It happens all the time. But you've got tons of people that have great compatibility and no chemistry, and they're still married. So compatibility is the glue that holds your marriage together. Chemistry is what keeps the fire burning while you're married. Now, I just want to add, I fully believe that we should seek out both. And I believe God wants us to have both. But I just want you to remember that while you're doing the seeking, compatibility is essential if you have any chance of a lasting marriage. It's critical. So here's how you determine if you should continue seeing somebody. For whatever reason, you go out on your first date. You're attracted to them. For whatever reason, spirituality, they're funny, you've got that spark with them, whatever, doesn't matter. But now you're officially on date 1. So, some tips. One, take off the masks. Be who you are, and hopefully they are going to be who they are too. The real them. Because the worst thing that you want in life is to be a fake you, put on the masks, put on the fake smiles, and try to be something and pretend to be someone that's not really you. Because that person is going to fall in love with a fake and a fraud. And eventually, the true you is going to come out. And at that point, you guys are going to be so emotionally attached to each other, it's going to cause all kinds of heartache, pain, and suffering. It's not worth it. So just be you from day one. If they love you, they will love you for who God made you to be. Every single one of us is different. We're all wired differently. We think differently, we act differently, we respond to things differently. And you want to be with someone that is going to see you for who you are and love you for who you are. So from day one, drop the masks, drop the facades, just be you. Second tip, make sure that if you're even thinking about dating somebody seriously, that they know everything about you. Now, obviously, you're not going to tell them your deepest secrets on date 1, 2, or 3. I get it. I understand that. But if you're in a relationship and you're building that relationship and you're thinking that it's moving in a serious direction, that person needs to know every single dirty piece of laundry you have. Everything. I can't tell you how many times I have come across people that have dated somebody, and because they were ashamed or were concerned that if they knew everything about their past or whatever, that maybe that person would pull out of the marriage, not want to be with them, whatever. And I'm just telling you, eventually it all comes to light. Eventually. And you do not want to be married, and then all of a sudden you start having problems, issues. Make sure they know everything about you. Because that way they can make a true judgment. Okay, I know this person's positives. I know all this person's negatives. And you know what? I love this person enough where I'm willing to deal with the negatives. I'm willing to go through that journey with them. That is what you want. So, very important. So here we are. We're on date 1. I would encourage you, just go have fun. Go have fun. Don't worry about serious questions. Don't worry about trying to figure out compatibility issues. Just develop and see if there's chemistry. Have fun, laugh, joke, do something that causes you guys to have interaction with each other and just to enjoy being with each other. And then after date 1, you're going to know, okay, I've got the chemical reaction, I've got the spark, or I don't have the spark. And then you can determine, okay, there's no spark. Do I want to continue this? Or you can say, there's a spark. Now let's go to phase 2. And let's check and see if there's something more. So now I want to talk about date 2 and 3. And this is where I encourage everybody. Get to know them. A lot of people say, oh man, you're too serious, man. Just enjoy your life with the person. Stop asking all these serious questions and everything else. Hey, date 1 was fun. Now I am getting ready to invest my money, my time, and my emotions into who you are. Because the more I see you, the more I'm going to start to like you. And the deeper and deeper that goes, if I wait too long to start asking the serious questions, then guess what? I may not want to break up with you. I may not want to stop seeing you because I may be too far along and too attached to you. So if you value your heart, Scripture tells us to guard our hearts, for out of it are the issues of life. If you value your heart, guard it. Guard it from a guy or a girl messing you up mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Date 2 and 3. Now you're going to start finding out about compatibility. Take them somewhere where you can start learning about them. Great places, make sure they go to a restaurant with you. where you're being waited on by a waiter or a waitress. Watch how they treat the waiter or waitress. If they are kind and compassionate and sweet and nice to them, well, chances are they're going to probably be kind, compassionate, sweet, and nice to you. Do they tip well? That shows if they have a giving heart. Do they not tip well? Probably selfish and self-absorbed. Little things that you can pick up while you're dating this person. Do they read their Bible? Are they involved in church? Do they hang out with other people? Do they like to socialize a lot? Or are they an introvert? Because let me tell you something, if they're an introvert and they like quiet time and being alone, and you're an extrovert and you like to be out with people and doing things, that's going to be a problem. Eventually. Might not be initially, but it eventually is going to be a problem, because you're going to get married, you're going to have your family over to the house, you're going to have your friends over. You're going to want to hang out, be surrounded with people, and your partner is going to be like, no, I don't think so. So the bottom line is, these are important things you need to find out. If you have a pet, make sure they're around your pet, especially if you have a dog. Dogs are great at determining if somebody is a knucklehead or not. How does your dog respond to them? How does your pet respond to them? Live in. And it's everywhere, in the media, the news, everything. You need to know what they believe. Because if you guys have differing views politically, and it's a problem, huge issue as the relationship develops. What kind of house do they live in? What kind of car do they drive? What kind of goals do they have? Have them tell you about the most difficult situation that has ever happened to them. See if they get irritated when the traffic is backed up. Do they have little spurts of road rage? Because guess what? If they do, if you see irritation when they're driving, guess what? You're just seeing a tiny little sampling of who they are. That means they probably have an anger problem. And there's going to be some issues down the road. So I'm just telling you, little things to look out for. You're looking for snapshots of their personality, their goals, their dreams, their character. Because this is the person that you're going to live with for the rest of your life. A person you're going to have to deal with through every challenge in life. The good, the bad, the ugly, you're going to go through life with for all of it. And you want compatibility. You want that glue that's going to hold you guys together. 2 questions you can ask them, which will tell you a boatload about their character and who they are inside. Question 1, ask them, if an angel of God came to you and told you that God was going to grant you 3 wishes, anything that your mind could believe or conceive, what would your 3 wishes be? And the second question, if you won $50 million tomorrow, what would you do with the money? And make it a massive amount. Don't make it 1 million, because 1 million goes like this nowadays. Ask them, if you won $50 million tomorrow, what would you do? You will see the intentions of their heart and their mind. And if their answer is materialistic, if their answer is self-absorbed, it's all about me, it's all about buying things and traveling and doing this and doing that, they might throw in a little bit of stuff about helping their family. But if the majority of the things that they talk about are all about them and their future and investing in their lives, if you are smart, turn around and you run for the hills, because the qualities of that guy or girl are not good. Promise you. Promise you. Don't waste any more time. Run for the hills. No matter how hard you think or how disciplined or focused you think you are, the more time you spend with somebody, you get attached to them. It's just natural. So I'm trying to save you a lot of heartache, stress, anxiety, time, energy, you name it. That's what I'm trying to do. And you should really be trying to do the same thing for yourself. 2 Corinthians 6:14 says, "Do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with lawlessness? And what communion hath light with darkness?" So first, let me say this. If you're a Christian, don't even waste your time dating somebody that hasn't put their faith and trust in Jesus Christ. You shouldn't even be thinking about doing it. It is a waste of time. Secondly, I believe this passage goes even deeper. I don't think that it's just talking about dating a Christian. I think it's talking about dating somebody that is on the same page spiritually as you. If you're a Christian and you are just passionately in love with the Lord, you're thinking about being on the mission field, you love talking about the Lord constantly, sharing Christ with people, it's just a passion to you. He's your life, your breath, everything. I don't care how much chemistry you got with that good-looking dude or good-looking girl. I promise you, if you get into a relationship with them, if they don't match that same passion that you have, that person will be pulling you down. Don't think you're going to pull them up. It's not going to happen. They will pull you down. I promise you. Again, run for the hills. God's got something else for you better. If you're thinking about getting married and there are problems in your relationship and your partner does one of these on you, babe, forgive me, please. We just need to be married. Everything's going to be better when we're married. I'm just frustrated. I'm just stressed out. But once we're together, everything's going to be fine. Don't fall for that garbage. It is a lie from the pit of hell. If a girl tells you that or a guy tells you that, it is hogwash. Problems never get better. I shouldn't say never. Maybe 2% of the time out of 100, it gets better. But 98% of the time, it does not get better. It gets exponentially worse. So whatever they're going through in their life, when they're married, I promise you, it's going to be amplified. And you're going to be dealing with that problem 10 times over. So do not get married unless you have a 100% complete peace. Because if they're throwing that hogwash at you and you fall for it, you're going to pay the price later. 100% guaranteed. Question to ask yourself before walking down the aisle. If my partner got into a serious accident and burned their face and body, and that in effect affected their work, they couldn't work and make 7 figures anymore or 6 figures anymore, and they went to $20,000 a year working a little rinky-dink job because that's all they could do as they deal with their health issue. My question to you is this: would you still want to marry them? Their character, their personality doesn't change. Who they are doesn't change. But their physical changes and their ability to make money changes. Would you still want to marry them? If your answer is no, don't marry them. You do not have unconditional love for your spouse or for the person that you're dating. And if you marry them, the first time trouble comes, you'll be out the door. Because let me tell you something. The reality of marriage is this: we don't stay beautiful. Look at me. I'm 57 years old, and I am far from beautiful. We don't stay beautiful, people. We don't stay handsome and gorgeous and everything else. Life smacks us upside the face, and reality hits. Sicknesses come, diseases come, cancer comes, fires come, accidents happen, crippling happens, wheelchairs happen, loss of job happens, loss of businesses happen. All this stuff is a part of the reality of life. And if you couldn't honestly answer that question, yes, I would still marry that person. Please find somebody different until you can say yes. Last thing I want you to ask yourself is this: Does this person make me want to be a better man or woman? I have been around women that just being around them, something about them, I just felt like I wanted to be a better person. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in life, be a better supplier, a better husband, a better man in general. Being around that person did it to me. I've been married twice, been engaged 4 times. I hope that in my relationship videos that you will pick up the things that I have learned, made mistakes from, the failures that I've had. Why am I putting out all this information? I don't want anybody to go through the same garbage that I've gone through in my life. I am far from perfect. Trust me, people. But I don't want anybody to struggle. So if that man or that woman that you're dating, when you're around them, when you're with them, if you don't feel a desire to be a better person, a better man, a better woman, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, if they don't inspire you in your life in some way, shape, or form, I'm sorry. You're with the wrong person. Because I believe full-heartedly, if you're with the right person, you will want to be a better man or woman. Bottom line. But again, that's the last of my tips on relationships. Hopefully you picked up a little bit. I don't know if you did or not, but hopefully you did. I just relaunched this channel a few months ago. Been trying to pump out videos. I'm going to keep going until my last breath. That's the goal. If you get anything positive from the videos, I'm asking you to please hit a like, subscribe, and just, if you can, watch the video to the end. And you just hit play and walk away. I'm okay with it. Seriously, if you don't even watch the whole video and you just play it and you walk away, I'm okay with it. Reason being is because the YouTube algorithm picks all that stuff up and it'll start pushing the video out to other people. And maybe somebody else is going to watch it to the end. And maybe somebody else is going to get some type of blessing, some type of information that will help them go in a better direction in their life and improve their life. So seriously, I appreciate everybody. Everybody have an awesome rest of the day.